welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be showing you my October TBR, and since this is spooky season I tried to pick books that were more on that theme. I tried to pick thrillers, mystery, and well, you'll see. The first two books that are on my TBR are both arcs. I wanted to read them this month because I don't think I have a choice. I had 30 days to read them, and they are not spooky, but it's okay. They will probably fit the vibe. The first arc that I will be reading is Air of Fate and Flame, and the second book that I will be reading is the first book in a series, and it's the first book by this author. It's A Vow of Shadow and Blood. I think this arc will be more on the spooky side than the first one. For my physical TBR, I have these 5 books and I will go through them one by one. The first book that I have is Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. This is a newer release and I don't really know what it's about, but I think that it's a girl who's supposed to die from a brain tumor or something about her brain, and she has days to figure out what happens. I'm not really sure, but it's Holly Jackson, so I'm sure I will like it. The second book on my TBR is Enchantra, and this is the second book in a series. The first book is Phantasma. I think this is only a duology, so if I'm right, I will be done with this series after I read this book. I think this one is about the sister from the FMC in Phantasma, and I think it will be the same vibe as Phantasma. It was kind of spooky, and in the first book there were paranormal aspect to it, so I think those same things will probably follow in this book, and I'm sure it will be good for the October spooky vibe. The next 2 books that I have on my TBR are One of Us is Back and One of Us is Next. I don't remember the order, which one is the second and third book. The first book is One of Us is Lying, and I wanted to finish this trilogy, so I will be reading those. As I said, I don't remember which one is which, but if I read these 2 I will be done, and I only have to go on Goodreads to see which one I have to read first. The first one was more of a whodunit, and I'm pretty sure it will be the same thing with those 2 books, and I'm pretty sure that October is the right time to read these 2 books, so I have them on my TBR. The last book on my physical TBR is Famous Last Word, and it's the same author as the 2 books that I have previously shown you. I think I talked about this book when I bought it. I don't remember really what it's about, but I know that I just read it was not a bag, but this, and it was really interesting. From what I remember, I think it's a wife. She wakes up one morning and her husband is not there, but there's a letter there, and I think it was a confession, murder confession, and now she's trying to understand what's happening. So yeah, I'm really curious to read about that. And since thriller books are kind of fast to read, I have put a lot of them on my TBR for October in hopes of finishing it. I was good for September, so I'm really hoping that October will also be a good reading month. To recap what the books are on my TBR for October, I have my 2 arcs, Not Quite Dead Yet, Enchantra,
Bada bing, bada boom, Mr. Worldwide.
One of Us is Next, One of Us is Back, and Famous Last Word.
Bada bing, bada boom, Mr. Worldwide.
If you want to talk about any of those books, you can comment down below, and it will be my pleasure to talk with you. I hope you enjoyed today's video, even if it was a shorter one. If you have any other things to say about books, it will also be my pleasure to talk about that in the comments. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye!